Hey you guys, it's your girl Tori Tarot here. So this is going to be your mid-August check-in. Keep in mind that these messages are general, so if the messages do not resonate, please go ahead and check some of your other placements, such as your moon, rising, and or Venus sign. All right, we're going to get right into it, my Virgos. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for encouraging. Really appreciate your views here. All right, let's see what's going on for you. Let's tap in. And what are the messages for Virgo? What are the messages mid-August that Virgo needs to hear? Okay, so stop right there. You got freedom, purification, ooh, you guys, and gateway. And then at the bottom, you have trust. So Virgos, I feel like a lot of you are coming into this moment of being able to like finally trust that whatever is happening in your life is also happening for a purpose. Like you're understanding the message and the greater value of why things had to happen the way that they do. Okay, you guys have freedom here. There's something that you've been obtaining for a while. And it took a great deal of like being able to let go of something in order to receive. Okay, I am getting the word openness as well. So some of you guys could be open to some new opportunities that are coming in for you. You're also being open to like love in general and like receiving that love, you know, whatever that looks like for you. But it feels like this is giving you like that sense of freedom to roam as well. Okay, that creative freedom. And then for some of you guys, it's financial freedom. So we're gonna look into see what is going on, but we also do have purification. So like I said, you know, some of you may be going through a cleanse. All right, this may be like a physical cleanse, a spiritual cleanse, but there's something about this that kind of renews and restores your faith into whatever it is that you are putting yourself into. All right, it's a very beautiful card. It's also a period of like reflection and renewal. Okay, and then I get like for a lot of you that, you know, this could come after a period of hardship. So, you know, if you're getting out of that rut and you're deciding what to do, you're deciding to kind of start over, this is kind of like your sign, right? And it's so beautiful next to the freedom card. And then you have gateway. Okay, beautiful, beautiful card here. I feel like, you know, for some of you guys are finally finding that outlet. You're finally finding like what is the way through in this journey. It's not just like the destination itself, right? You're really finding your way through, and you're possibly seeking some opportunities, like I said, in order to find out like what it is that you want. So for a lot of you guys, like I said, you guys have been through some hardship and you're finally seeing that rainbow. This is it. This is like a sign that like you are on the right path and you're just about to ascend even higher. Okay, so this is a very beautiful energy to be in, Virgos. Like I feel like for mid-August, you're also, you know, for a lot of you, you're also in reflection mode. So we're going to see what's coming in for you and what is happening. Okay, let's see what's going on for you. All right, mid-August messages from my Virgos, clear and concise messages. Let's see what's going on for you. All right. Ooh, you got all three that came out at once. All right, let's see what's going on. You got the Three of Swords, Five of Pentacles to the Four of Cups. Virgo, there's this energy of either you or someone leaving a situation that was very heartbreaking. It feels like this is something that's recent or like you're currently going through it, okay? Because you got the Three of Swords here. This is your energy. You're coming in feeling hurt, like pain, heartbroken. It feels like either you or someone that you're dealing with, you know, kind of left the situation, didn't want to be a part of this, or didn't want to have to deal with this type of pain, okay? And you're in contemplation. This is beginning to feel like, yeah, maybe some of you guys are breaking free from this situation, or you're discovering and finding out what it's like to maybe, you know, have some sense of peace. Interesting. Okay, let me see who's coming towards you. This is interesting. All right, who's coming towards Virgo? What is happening, you guys? I feel like this person though, yeah, this person, they're being a little bit persistent, okay? They may be trying to defend themselves in this situation, but they're definitely anxious over you. Okay. They're also trying to restore their balance and their faith in something. I don't know if this is something like, you know, of them working on themselves, but you guys have experienced a lot together. And they're coming in with this energy of being anxious. Why are they anxious though? We're going to go ahead and clarify to see why, but I'm kind of curious, like, what does this have to do with anything? How are you feeling towards them? Let's see what that means. How's Virgo feeling towards their person? All right. Oh, you guys, yeah, you guys definitely went through something with them. Like some big argument, disagreement. I mean, you guys definitely went through like a lot of pain together. There's this back and forth energy, it feels. Okay, because you got the Ten of Swords here. So you're also hurt from this. I feel like both parties are equally hurt from this. They could have said something to you that made you feel super anxious and also hurt you at the same time, which in turn, they felt anxious as well. It makes them feel like they, you know, it's keeping them up at night, okay? But I mean, you're coming off as this energy of like, even though I am hurt, right? I don't feel like you're exactly showing it. I feel like you're pretending like everything's okay. And you're trying to distract yourself. For some of you, it's distracting yourself through work. Okay. But it feels like, you know, it feels like one of you is still wanting to give this another chance though. You're also in that energy as well, Virgo. You're also kind of like wanting to give this another chance, or you're at least showing up as you being open to these type of things. Interesting. Let's see what the potential outcome or situation here for this. Feels like you guys are kind of like left each other like emotionally. You guys aren't speaking or communicating too much. All right, what is the potential outcome between Virgo and this person? I feel like we have a card that flipped out. I'll find it. Oh, okay. I see which one it was. So we have the Devil, High Priestess, and we got the Three of Cups. Yeah, so it feels like there's possibly some unhealthy attachment going on here. Okay, I necessarily, like I said, I feel like this has been kind of like a back and forth thing between the both of you. I don't know if this is like a cycle that you guys usually do with each other, but it feels like a cycle of some sort. Okay, because it's showing me that you guys are still trying to let go of something, but then in turn you're also not letting go of like some of the habits that you guys had towards each other, if that makes any sense to anybody really. Okay, I am seeing that like this is you knowing that maybe this cycle needs to be broken between the both of you. If you're not with this person, you know, this is definitely showing like, you know, both of your cards are coming to the forefront, meaning you're both showing your true colors. I feel like this is a mutual energy between you and this person, like this relationship or this connection that's kind of caused you to feel that way. Okay, and I think you have an inner knowing that there needs to be a cycle that needs to be broken of some sort. Okay, but I feel like you guys are definitely going to try to distract yourselves by going out here, maybe going out with friends or just going out in general. Interesting. I'm going to see what is happening here. Like, why are they in your, you know, their head about you? Was it something that they said? Why is the Nine of Swords here for Virgo's person? Yeah, they don't want things to end with you. They don't want this cycle to close. I think there's a lot that is still unfinished between the both of you, okay? A lot of unfinished business here. Look, they want to offer you some sort of stability or some sort of offer coming in. It's like it's a slower offer, but it's also very long-term here with the Ace of Pentacles. I just feel like they have a lot of regret over this situation. Tell me more to go with the World in Reverse and Ace of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles, yeah, look, they want to work on this. They want to work on this. They want to see it grow. They do want to see a future with you guys. They do want to work on this relationship, okay? it feels like things haven't fully closed yet between the both of you. But I get the feeling for you, Virgo, that you're trying to still break free from something. I don't know if it's this devil energy that you're trying to break free from, but there's some sort of like unhealthy attachment that maybe you're now realizing. Okay. And maybe that's, you know, this person coming in wanting to offer you something as well. Tell me more about this Five of Pentacles. Yeah, it just feels like maybe things haven't been truly fair for you guys in the past, okay? And you're having to sort of decide on and off between staying or leaving in this partnership. Look, and then you got Temperance again, choosing your balance. I think you both are trying to heal and restore in some sort of way. Like you're both trying to do your own healing, but it feels like every time you're trying to take some steps forward, you kind of take some steps back as well, is what I'm getting. But you have the World and the Judgment in reverse, you guys. Like this isn't the end for you guys who are thinking, no, like it's definitely over between me and this person or whatever. If this is the person that you think this is about, then yeah, like it isn't really over. I don't see it being over between the both of you at this point. I feel like the chapter is still not closed yet. You guys are very much in your energies. Okay. They also want to offer you something as well. I think you're a little bit indecisive on whether or not you want to give this another chance, to be honest. Yeah. I really want to know what this devil is about. Arguments. So maybe you guys have like been in a lot of arguments. This is like you guys maybe not knowing how to effectively communicate like in a healthy way when you're arguing. Also the Death coming out. So yeah, like things definitely could have ended a few times between you and this person. Okay. But you guys give this energy of like still wanting to make this somehow work in your favor, in both of your favors. And maybe that's what this Five of Swords energy is. It's that back and forth of like, you know, one of you's got to have like the last word, so to speak, which of course, like that never ends well, right? Because then both of you want to have the last say and it's just never ending. All right, tell me more. But you got the Six of Wands though. So, I mean, you're definitely going to be coming out of this situation winning, whether or not you decide to give this person another chance. And they do see you as like a nurturing figure. Like they see you as somebody that's like an ideal mate to them. Okay. And yeah, like I said, like, you know, some of you guys, like, you guys could be wanting to work on this. Okay. It is showing that very, very clearly. For some of the signs that I mean, I got Taurus, Scorpio, Capricorn, definitely. Okay. Sagittarius. I feel like a lot of the signs are here, to be honest with you guys. But yeah, it just feels like that is the energy that it's giving, is that like there's not something that has been completely wrapped. And I'm wondering if it's because you guys are trying to sense that mental freedom, that emotional freedom. Three of Wands, the Three of Swords, oof, and the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, look, you guys are, I think you guys are stepping into like maybe what this commitment could look like for you, but it feels like you're going in wounded because the Three of Swords is coming out again. I think you're still very hurt and affected by this situation. You're really kind of looking onward to see like, is there better? Is there something else? Like, you know, I feel like a lot of you may be looking outwards to like focus on other things. It could be work related, or you're distracting yourself in other matters. Okay. But it feels like this is something that is still ongoing, and it needs a period of reflection. It needs a period of reflection because maybe you guys are trying to break away from this energy. And it could really well be you and this person, but I'm getting this is more you because you're recognizing the unhealthiness of the situation. Okay. So these are for my Virgos. I feel like this is a very specific message for somebody out there, but this is like for those of you who are definitely going through something with someone, and it's been this on and off situation. You're trying to figure out what that looks like. So I see you still going into this energy throughout mid-August, right? Like this is still very much in your energy field. But with that being said though, I feel like you guys are still going to come out on top because you got freedom and gateway here. There will be a path out of this. So let me go ahead and actually see. Again, let's see what other potential messages do we have for you. Any other messages for Virgo? I feel like this is, we had a longer read for you. All right, let's see what's going on. Get the Five of Wands, Empress again, to the Knight of Wands. Yeah, you know, it just feels like in the moment there's still going to be some sort of conflict. You know, I see like with you and this person, I think you guys are still going to keep trying to work things out. But though, they are coming in with like this energy of like wanting to charge towards you. So there's that type of energy. Okay, tell me more. And the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you're still hesitant on giving this a chance. Okay, but I feel like, look, like I said, you guys are hot and cold. It's like you not wanting to give this a chance, and then you eventually do. Okay, and you got the Tower here. So this very well could, you know, already be happening between the both of you guys, okay? But it's also deciding, like, when is enough enough, if this is the type of energy that you're working with. But again, I still see the Six of Wands. So you guys are still going to come out of this on top, whatever it is that you decide. I do see this energy, again, like I said, being carried forward into mid-August. But with that being said, you guys are going to have a resolution eventually, okay? All right, my Virgos. So that is all for your mid-August reading. I will be back for your September read. Please go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet, and love you guys so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.